Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juan Carlos Monsalve. Today is November 20th, 2023. The time of the recording is 7:22 p.m. We're going to play another shoe of Baccarat today. Um, this free information is for entertainment purposes only. If you decide to use any of my strategies, please be mindful that they may not work 100% of the times and that you may lose money. The name of the game again is Baccarat. And for all the scorecards for today's show and any previous games that we have played, you can find them in my website, juancarlosmonsalve.com. If you want to support my channel, you want to support my work, you can do it in a website that is called buymeacoffee.com /Juan Carlos Monsalve, or PayPal me at paypal.me /Juan Carlos Monsalve 12, or you can use Cash App at $ Juan Carlos Monsalve. Please give it a like to this video, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you get the notifications, share this video with family, friends, and in your personal social media. Sit back and observe. We will play the same money management that we start with $25. We are looking to win at least 5 original units. That means at least $125. We use Martingale betting system, with the difference that we don't reset after a win. We just keep the same amount if we win. We stop after one loss, after a loss, and we have reached at least our target of 5 units. The bets after each loss are $25, $50, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, 3200, and 5000. And the name of my channel, my YouTube channel, is at Juan Carlos Monsalve 1652. My Facebook group is Baccarat Research, and we already know on the left side equals 1 and is blue. B equals bank and is -1, red. T as in Tom equals 0 or die. That's on the left side. On the right side, 1 means win, and -1 is a loss. And this is my strategy for today. I'm gonna be playing this strategy. I'm gonna start with player. Second hand will be player, then two bankers. This throughout the whole shoe. I already know what I'm gonna be playing. You are welcome to use this strategy if you want. Let's see how it works for this shoe. On the right side of the screen, you will see the different scorecards, like every 2, 1, 2, every 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 11. That means that's 10 different scorecards. I haven't done any much testing to see which one of those scorecards best apply to every single shoe. It's not that it applies to one shoe, it's that it has to apply to all shoes. So that's why I'm choosing this strategy. This is one of my strategies. This is probably my second best. It's not the best strategy that I have, but this is the one that I'm sharing with you. I will share the best strategy that I have uh, when I reach 1,000 subscribers. If you subscribe to my channel and you send me a screenshot to if you send me a screenshot that you are subscribed to my channel, I will, when I complete the 1,000 subscribers, I will send you the current best strategy that I have. My email address is juancarlosmonsalve12 @gmail.com. Again, my email address is juancarlosmonsalve12 @gmail.com. For now, let's go ahead and start this show. Uh, the first card is the card that we burn. It's a King of Hearts, so we need to burn 10 additional cards. 3, 4, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 10 cards. We enter the information here. King of Hearts, and today's date, November 2023. November 20, 2023. And and now the first hand. First card for player, banker, player, banker. Third card for player is a 3 for a total of 5. And the third card for banker is a 0 for a total of 0. So 5, 0. That was a player hand. I was playing player, so I won this hand $25. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. We have 4 player, 4 banker. The third card for player is a 5 for a total of 9. And player, when we have 4 player, anything from 2 to 7 gets a third card. So the third card is a 0. So player is 9, banker 4. So that's another player hand. I was playing player and I won that hand as well. That was another $25. Next hand, I'm playing banker, 2 bankers in a row. I'm gonna play first card player, banker, player, banker. This is a natural 8 player. Banker has a 5 and I was playing banker. So I lost that hand. That is minus $25. Next hand I will be playing betting to banker and it's gonna be double this amount since we double when we lose. So it's gonna be $50 on banker. And let's see. First card player, banker, player, banker. Banker has a 7 on his stance. Player 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 4 for a total of 8, 7. And that was another player hand. 8, 7. I lost this hand. I lost $50. I'm down $25. My next hand is gonna be player. 2 players in a row will play. So first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 4. And banker has a 1 and the third card is a 9 for a total of 0. So 4 player and 0 banker. That was a player hand. And I was playing player, so I won this hand. I won $100 since we doubled the prior bet since we lost it. Now we won 100. Now we are up 75 because we are looking to win at least 5 units of 25 or 125. I keep playing, and this after every loss that we look at if we already have the target. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has 0 against a third card. The third card is a 0. Banker has a 3 and the third card is 0, so it remains at 3. So 0 player, 3 banker. That was a banker hand. That was a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. I lost $100. Now I'm down 25. Next hand I will be playing is going to be 2 bankers in a row. I will be playing 2 bankers. So let's see. First card player, banker, player, banker. The player has 1 and gets a third card. And the third card is a 3 for a total of 4. Banker has a 4 and he gets a third card if we get anything from 2 to 7. So the third card is a 0. So 4, 4. So this is the first side of this shoe. Next, next hand, I will be playing a banker. Let's see, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has 4 and gets a third card. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. 4 plus 6, 0. 0 player, and banker has a 0 and another 0. So 0, 0. So this is another tie. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Banker has 6, player has 1. The third card for player is a 0, so it remains at 1. And banker has a 6. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand because I lost the one before. We doubled that amount. Now it's $200 and we are down 225. My next bet is going to be also a banker, or it's going to be a banker. My next hand or my next play. Second card player, second card banker. Now we have a 5 player and 8 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand because I lost the one before. I won $400. Now we are up 175. 175 is more than the 5 units, but I measure if I am ready to leave the table if I lose one hand and I already have the target. So right now we won the hand, so we keep playing. Second card player, second card banker, excuse me, second card player, second card banker. Now we have a 3 player and 9 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. So on this one I lost 400. Now I'm down $225. Next hand I'm gonna be playing 3 players in a row. So first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has 4 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9. You reduce it to 3, and banker gets a 1. So 3 player, banker 1. That was a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. I won $800. Now I'm at $575. I'm gonna be playing player again. First card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a natural 8, but the banker has a natural 9, so that's a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. I lost $800. So I'm down 225. So still I cannot leave the table or cannot stop playing since I'm down. Uh, my next hand is going to be player again. Second card player, second card banker. Player has 0, banker has 0. The third card for player is a 0, so it remains at 0. And banker has a 5 for a total of 5. 0, 5. And I lost this hand as well, so I lost 1,600. Now I'm down $1,825. Um, Next hand, I'm gonna be playing banker. So first card for player, first card for banker, second card player, second card banker. Now I have a 6 player and 6 banker, so it's a tie. 6, 6. So this is a tie. Um, so my next hand, I'm gonna be playing player. because the tie he moved my play, so I will move the money from banker to player. So player now, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now player has seven, banker has nine. So this is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. I lost 1600. In this case, it's 3200. Less 3200. Um, Next hand, I will be playing banker. I will be playing banker. First card player. First card banker. Second card player. Second card banker. Player has five and gets a third card. The third card is a six, so we reduce it to one. And banker has a two and gets a third card. It gets a two, so it goes to four. So player has one, banker has four. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. So the maximum amount for the table is 5,000. So I won 5,000. I'm only down $25. So my next hand is gonna be player hand. So first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has five. I get the third card. The third card is a six, so you reduce it to one. Banker has a zero and gets a one, so one, one. So this is another time. And we can look on top of here. Seven players, eight bankers. Seven, excuse me, six players, eight bankers, four ties for a total of 18 hands. So 1-1. There is a tie. Okay. So next hand. First card player, banker, player, banker. Player has one and gets a third card. The third card is a zero. And banker, the third card is a two. So player has one and banker has two. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. The amount is 5,000. So I'm at 4,929.75, but um, I'm still, I haven't lost. I have to lose one. My next bet is going to be another 5,000. I'm going to be playing player. First card player, banker, player, banker. Now player has five. Banker has a natural eight. So this is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. I lost 5,000. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has five and gets a third card, and the third card is a two for a total of seven. The five banker has five and only gets a third card if we get anything from five to seven. So this is a player's hand, seven player, five banker. This is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand, and I won 5,000 for a total of 4,975. I'm up, but because I haven't lost the last one, I need to still play. First card player, banker, player, banker. Banker has seven and it stands. Player has a zero and gets a third card. The third card is a three. So three, seven. Um, this is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. I lost 5,000. Next hand. First card player, banker, player, Banker, player has one and gets a third card. The third card is another one, so total of two. Banker has zero, gets another zero, so two, zero. And this is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. It was for 5,000. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has seven and stands. Banker has a five and gets the third card. The third card is a two for a total of seven. So seven, seven. This is another tie. I will move my money to player. First card player, banker, player, banker. Player has five and gets a third card. The third card is a four for a total of nine. Banker has a one and the third card is a zero. So nine, one. So this is another player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. I won 5,000 for a total of 9,975. I still play because I haven't lost, or I didn't lose my last hand that I already have my target. So I will play my next hand will be a player. First card player, first card banker, player, banker. Now I have a five player, a natural eight banker. So this is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost his hand. I lost 5,000. Uh, because I lost this one, I checked if I already met my target. My target is at least $125 after one loss, and yes, I have 100 more than 125. I have 4,975. So I will not play anymore on this shoe. I will collect. I will keep collecting the data on this shoe, but I will not play anymore. I will not bet anymore. I will be still play the issue, but no betting. So next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now player has an eight, natural eight, and banker has a one. So this is a player hand. Uh, I was where I would have played banker. I would have lost this hand, uh, but I'm not losing any more money because I didn't bet anymore. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a six and stands. Banker has a zero, gets a third card. The third card is a zero. So six player, zero banker. This is another player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. Um, Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now banker has a nine, natural nine. Player has a one. So this is a banker hand. I was playing player. I will have lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. We have one player and one banker. Both of them get a third card. Player has a nine for a total of zero, and banker has one and zero. It remains at one. So zero one. This is a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has five and gets a third card. Banker has a zero and gets a third card. Five plus five equals zero for player. And banker, the third card is zero, so it remains at zero, zero, zero. So this is another tie. We have six ties on this shoe. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. I have a three player and four banker. The player gets a third card. The third card is a zero. And banker has a four. No more card for banker. So three player, four banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a zero. Banker has a five. Third card for player is a zero, so the player remains at zero. Banker doesn't get any more cards, so it remains at five. So this is a banker hand. I was playing player. I would have lost this hand. So next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural 8 banker. Player has a 7. So this would have been a banker hand. I would have been playing player. So I lost. I would have lost this hand as well. Next hand. First card player. Banker. Player. Banker. Now we have a natural 8 play banker and one player. Uh, that was a banker hand. I would have played player. I would have lost this hand as well. And next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural 8 player and banker has a 7. This is a player hand. I was playing player, so I would have won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. Banker has a 3. Player gets a 0, it's a 6 for a total of 0, and banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so 0, 3. This is a banker hand. I would have played player, so I would have lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card. Banker has a 4. The third card for player is a 0, so with the 4 remains at 4, and no more card for banker since we got a 0 third card for player. And we have 7 ties on this shoe so far, 12 players, 19 bankers. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural 9 banker, and player has a 4. So this is a banker hand. We would have played banker and we would have won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural A banker. Player has a 2. This would have been a banker hand. We would have played banker, so we had won this hand as well. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 3 against a third card. Banker a 2 against a third card. 3 plus 5 for player, total of 8. And banker has a 9 for a total of 1. So player 8, banker 1. This would have been a player hand. I would have played banker, so I would have lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural a banker. Player has 1, so this would have been a banker hand. We would have played banker and we would have won this hand. Next hand, first card player. Okay, we're playing hand number 43. We have a 7 player and a natural 9 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing player, so I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural 9 player and banker has a 3. So player won this hand. I was playing banker, so I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now we have a natural 9 banker and player has a 3. So banker won this hand. I was playing banker, so I won this hand. This column here is the column that it tells us if we are up or down in the number of hands. So far, right now, we have lost 4 more hands than those that we have won. So next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. And the third card is an 8. So it goes to 0. So 3 player, 0 banker. So bank player won this hand. I was playing player and I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 6 and it stands. Banker 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 0. So 6 player and 3 banker. Player won this hand. I was playing banker, so I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has an 8 and just a natural 8. Banker has a 4. So that was a player hand. I was playing player, so I won that hand. Next hands, I'm gonna be playing 4 bankers in a row. So first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 9. So 9 player. And banker has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 5 for a total of 8. So 9 player, 8 banker. So that was a player hand. I was playing banker, so I lost that hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 5. So 5 player, banker has a 5 and gets a third card if we get anything from 4 to 7. So the third card for banker is 7, so it reduces to 2. 5, 2. That was a player hand. I was playing banker, so I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third. Oh, this is a natural A banker. 4 players, so this is a banker hand. I was playing banker, I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 6 and stands. Banker has a 2 and gets a third card. The third card is a 7 for a total of 9. So 6 player, 9 banker. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Now banker has a natural 9 and player has a 0. That was a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand. Next two hands will be I will be playing player. So first card player, first card banker, second card player, second card banker. Player has a zero and gets a third card. The third card is another zero. So zero. Banker has a five. So zero five. No more card for banker. So that was a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost this hand as well. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Banker has a six, player has a four, and for player gets a third card. The third card is a zero. So four player and six banker. Banker doesn't get any more cards. That was a banker hand. I was playing player, so I lost the hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. I have a zero player and zero banker. The third card for player is another zero. The third card for banker is another zero. So zero, zero. That was another tie. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a five and gets a third card. And the third card is an eight. So it reduces to three. Banker has a zero and gets a third card. The third card is a three, so three, three. This is another tie. Three, three. Next hand, I will be playing player. So the first card player, banker, player, banker. Now banker has a natural nine. Player has a zero. So that was a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost the hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a zero and gets a third card. The third card is a six. And banker has a three and gets a third card. The third card is a zero. So six player. And banker has a three. So it's a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost that hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Banker has a natural 8, and player has a 2. So 2 8, that is a banker hand. I was playing banker, I won that hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a natural 8, but banker has a natural 9, so this is a banker hand. I was playing banker, I won that hand. We have a total of players 20, the bankers 32, 9 dice for a total of 61 hands. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 4 and gets a third card, and banker gets a third card as well. Third card for player is a 3 for a total of 7, and the third card for banker is an 8 for a total of 0. So 7, 0. That is a player hand. I was playing banker. I lost that hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Banker has a 6. Player has a 0. The player gets an 8. And banker remains at 6. No more cards for banker. Next hand, first card for player, banker, player, banker. And now banker has a natural 8. Player has a 1. So that was a banker hand. I was playing player. I lost that hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 2, and banker has a natural 8. That was a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 1 against a third card. The third card is a 0, so player remains at 1. Banker 6. That was a banker hand. I was playing player, so I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. I have a natural 8 player, but I have a natural 9 banker, so banker won this hand. I was playing banker, and I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. I have a 5 player, a 5 banker. Player gets a third card. The third card is a 0, so it remains at 5, and banker doesn't get any more cards since we got a 0 player third card. So that was another tie for a total of 10 ties on this shoe. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 1. Banker has a 1 as well. Third card for player is a 1 for a total of 2. Banker gets a third card is a 5 for a total of 6. So 2 player, 6 banker. So this is a banker hand. I was playing banker, so I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 2 and gets a third card. Banker has a 7 and it stands. So now 2 plus 5 equals 7. Banker has a 7. So this is another tie. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. 3 plus 9 equals 2. 2 player, banker has a 1 and gets a third card. It's an 8. So for a total of 9, 8 plus 1, 9. This is a banker hand. I was playing banker. I won this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 3 and gets a third card. The third card is a 2 for a total of 5. Player has 5 and banker has 4. And we get a third card if we get anything from 2 to 7. So the third card for banker is a 0. So 5, 4. This is a player's hand. I was playing player, so I won this hand. Next hand. Next hand is the first card for player, banker, player, banker. Player has a 2 and banker has a 0. The third card for player is a 6 for a total of 8. And banker gets a third card and the third card is a 6, so 8, 6. This is a player hand. And I was playing banker, so I lost this hand. Next hand, first card player, banker, player, banker. I got a cut card, so I will finish this hand and I will play one more. Player has 7 and it stands. Banker has a 0 and gets a third card. The third card is a 3. So 7 player, 3 banker. This is a player hand. I was playing player, so I won this hand. Now we're going to play the last hand of this shoe. First card player, banker, player, banker. Now player has a natural 9. and player has a 4. So this is a player hand. I was playing player. I won this hand. Now the total of this, I lost 4 more hands of those that I won, but I still was able to earn $4,975. The maximum amount that we have needed for this game, it would have been that have a maximum amount in negative was 5,075. That was the lowest. If we add the 5,000 that I needed, I would have needed $10,025 to be able to survive this shoe. We add this and we add this 5,025. We have been it would have been 1,025. No, for 10,025. So we go over the different scorecards. I see here the 1 through 11. I see 3 bankers here, 4 bankers, 3 bankers, 3 more bankers here. I see 3 players, 3 more players here. 1 through 10, I see 4 bankers, 4 bankers, 3 bankers, 4 bankers, 3 bankers, 4 bankers, 3 bankers. 1 through 9, I see here 3 bankers, 4 bankers, 5 bankers, 3 players, 3 bankers. 1 through 8, I see here 4 bankers, 3, 6 bankers here, 3 more bankers, 3 more bankers, 3 players. 1 through 7, I see here 3 bankers, 4 bankers, 3 bankers, 3 more bankers. 1 through 6, I see 3 bankers here, 3 more bankers, 4 bankers, 4 bankers, 3 bankers here, 3 more bankers here. 1 through 5, I see here 3 bankers, 3 more bankers, 4 bankers, 3 bankers, 3 bankers here, 3 bankers here, 3 bankers here, 3 players. 1 through 4, 3 bankers, 3 bankers, 4 bankers here, 3 more bankers, 3 bankers here. 1 to 3, I see here 6 bankers, 4 players, 4 bankers, 4 players, 4 bankers, 3 players, 5 bankers, 4 bankers, every 2, 3 players, 3 bankers, 4 players, 3 bankers, 4 more bankers, 4 players, 3 bankers, and 4 more bankers. Those are the different scorecards that I keep track here that I automatically populate when I enter the information on the left side here for player and bankers. We arrived to almost the end of the show. For all the scorecards, don't forget you can visit my website juancarlosmonsalve.com. You can support my channel at paypal.me at juancarlosmonsalve12 or in the website buymeacoffee.com /juancarlosmonsalve or Cash App $Juan Carlos Monsalve. My YouTube channel is at Juan Carlos Monsalve 1652. My Facebook group is Baccarat Research. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video, to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, share this video with others, and you can watch this video over and over and over. You will be able to identify new things when the information is entered on the left and the different scorecards are populated automatically. You can review that and you can learn more things every time. Again, I will. This is not my best strategy. I have another one that is better. That I will be able to release that better strategy when I complete 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be one of the 1,000 subscribers that submit your a screenshot, you send me a screenshot with your that shows that you subscribe it to my channel. When I complete the 1,000 subscribers, I will send the best strategies. It's one for player and one for banker. I have those two separate. On this one is because I mix them. I put them together. Um, so this is all for today. I hope you like this video and that you enjoy it. So I will see you on my next video. Thank you and have a wonderful day or night. Depends on what time you're watching this video. Have a good one.